Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing the end of the year book tag thing. Even though it's only September, I think we're kind of wrapping up the year, so I think it's reasonable to do this now. So I have the list of questions right here, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first question is there any books that you started and need to finish before the end of the year? And I have two. So the first book I started is Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I started this in May, and I'm here. So I still have quite a bit to go through. But I just never finished it, and it was a buddy read, so my buddy finished it, and then we were never able to talk about it. So I need to finish it for her sake, because she's kind of been nagging me about it. So I'm gonna finish this soon. The second book I need to finish is my current read, and it's The Girl in Red by Christina Henry. This book is a retelling of Red Riding Hood. All of Christina Henry's books tend to be retellings, which I really like. This one is in a, I don't want to say post-apocalyptic world, but there has been a sickness that is going around, and this girl's family is dead, and she is on her own, and she needs to make it to her grandma's house to hopefully survive this sickness. The next question is, do you have any autonomous books to help transition to the end of the year? And the answer to that is yes. I already have my October TBR set up. So I'll go over a few of the books I plan to read in October to help me transition into the fall. So the first book is more of a spooky book. It is Discovering Scarfo for Tourists and Other Trespassers by Richard Littler. This book is it's about Scarfo, and it goes through all the history of this weird town that is stuck in a loop of the 1970s. So it's kind of like a weird spooky town, so it's a weird spooky book to read in October. So I'm excited for this one. As you can tell, I've already started this book. So oops. The next book is The Missing Season by Gillian French. I received this book in a giveaway, and I have yet to read it. I'm very excited. It is about something called the Mumbler, and presumably missing kids, I think, or murders or something. And look at the cover. It's so fall-like they're wearing sweaters and scarves. And there's this tree. I don't know, it just gives me autumn vibes. So I need to read this one for autumn. The next question is, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? The first book I want to read is An Unwanted Guest by Sherry Lapena? Who knows? This reminds me a lot of the description of No Exit, because these guests are stuck in this bread and breakfast, and they get snowed in, and people start getting murdered. I haven't read No Exit, but I know No Exit is about getting snowed in and crime in the area. So the second book I want to read before the end of the year is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I love Ruth Ware, and I really am excited to read this. I read the first 20 pages while I was in Walmart. So hopefully this will be a good book, and hopefully another 5-star read from Ruth Ware. And the third and final book I want to read before the end of the year is Wilder Girls by Rory Power. I actually plan to read this after The Girl in Red, so hopefully I finish The Girl in Red today after this video. This is about a island of girls who has been quarantined. All the teachers have been killed, and they've been quarantined due to a thing called the Tox, and it's like a body horror book, and I'm really excited to read it. I've wanted to read it since the cover was released, because look how beautiful it is. I know it's hard to tell because it's a library book and it has that cover on it, and the second to last question is there a book that could still shock you and become a 5-star read? And if there is any, I think it would probably be Darkthrone. I did not like the first book in the series. What was it even called? I literally don't know. Three Dark Crowns. Okay, so I didn't really like Three Dark Crowns until the very end of it, which is why I bought the second one, because the ending was so good. So I think that this could still become my favorite book of the year, and if it doesn't, then oh well, but it could still be really good, so. And the last question is, have you already started making reading plans for 2020? And the answer is no, I haven't. Not officially. I have an entire Christmas list filled with books that I want to read next year, so maybe that counts unofficially, but I haven't set like a TBR for every month or anything, or like any official reading goals. Actually, that's a lie. My reading goal for next year is 52 books. That's one book a week. My reading goal for this year was 25, and I'm at 41, I think. So, thank you guys for watching. That's the end of the video. It would be awesome if you subscribed or commented and helped me grow my channel. I would really appreciate it. So that'll be all for this one. See you guys later.